His music was so hauntingly good that it sounded outerworldly, almost like it came at a supernatural price. According to lore, he stood at the crossroads and made a deal with the devil for unmatched talent. Wrapped in mystery, gone far too soon, Robert Johnson remains one of the most legendary blues artists of all time.
Welcome to Haunted Hangout, a podcast for those fascinated by the unexplained, captivated by the paranormal, and entranced by the absurd. I'm your host, Liz.
You nailed that, first of all. Thank you. And I'm your host, Chelsea.
Hello.
Hello,
we're back.
We're back with another episode.
Yes.
What are you doing? Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No,
Liz is reminding me to speak closer to the microphone, which is fair because I'm a gal who likes to lounge on the bed.
I know you like to lounge. I'm sorry.
No, true. It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, what up?
What up? What up? Should we?
Yes.
I love that you just know.
We've had the most interesting
We have
day
had an interesting
night.
You go. You tell the story.
So basically, I live, like, as you guys know, an hour and a half away from Liz because I moved. And we're in, like, a snow belt area. So no
you really
one
are in a snow belt.
literally. So no one else got snow today. But
we got
like the tiniest little dusting.
An eighth of a centimeter.
Yeah,
Just
we got like 2 feet. Like literally like probably like I don't even know, a foot, maybe more.
Yeah.
It seemed more than
It's a
foot.
lot of snow.
It was a lot of snow. And Liz, the brave driver that she is, still decided.
It wasn't bad because truly, like, so where I am, and then so like I have to drive through Toronto to get to your place. No snow, no nothing. There's just traffic because there's always traffic in Toronto.
Always traffic, yeah.
And then but it was like weird because it's like as soon as I got to like wherever the snow belt is, I guess it was like boom, snow.
Boom.
And I was like, holy fuck.
Boom, here we go.
So
yeah, so the snow is a little bit chaotic, but it's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
We've had an interesting evening. So how did it even start? I mean, probably with Murph and his outfit.
Yes. Murph was wearing some like a dog.
It's like
boot suspender
contraption situation.
Yeah, I'm not really sure
what
it is.
How you
it looked a little weird.
It. And he was very unimpressed. Like, he was like frozen. He wouldn't move. He was just like, what the heck
it's
have
like
you guys
anytime you put like a
into?
weird clothing item on an animal and they just freeze.
Yeah.
And they're like,
He's like, is this
what?
Why are we doing why are we doing this? What's the situation? And then Ryan took Murph out for a walk and he got used to it and he was like jumping in the snow and like rolling in the snow. And then he came back and then his suspender boot situation just got a whole bunch of snow in it. So I was like trying to get his feet out. I thought I was going to have to like cut him out of this outfit. Yeah. And then I got his feet out and they were just like, it's like caked. Packing. Yeah, caked is the right word.
With snow.
Caked with snow.
Yeah. Poor guy. He had truly, because he's like he's not a short-haired dog. He's like a fluffy guy.
He's a floofy guy.
He's a floofy guy. So truly all his hair is just matted with these like little snowballs.
Yes. Like so many snowballs all over him. So then Liz was like, we should give him a bath. And I'm like, that's a great idea.
Yeah, just melt it all off.
So we can melt off all the snow because he's just covered. And then he was a very good boy, though. He usually like hates baths, but he was kind of fine with it. Maybe because we had a liver treat that we were tempting him with. We gave him a bath and then he was fine. And then once he was done his bath, we like brought him out. He was a good boy. And then Ryan said that there was a dog in the neighborhood that was running loose.
The guy actually came up.
Oh, I wasn't there.
He came up to me first. So
okay.
I went out to get something from my car. And this like random guy like came up. He's like, hey, like, are you guys missing a dog? And I was like, I don't fucking think so. Like, we just bathed Murph. And I was like, oh no. And like Ryan, I think he had gone in to bring like what I wanted to grab. Like, he brought it into the house, and he was like, oh, okay, yeah, there's like some like random like black dog like running around. I was like, oh, like I have no idea. And then Ryan like came out at that point, and I was like, oh, like this guy's like looking for, or like found a dog that is running around. Like, I don't know if you guys like are familiar with like this dog in the area. And I guess Ryan thought it was like your
neighbor's dog,
like like 2 doors down, thought it was their dog, but it wasn't. And then so we were driving around the neighborhood for like,
then we bundled up in our
like,
snow
time
gear.
to look for a dog.
So we were like, we gotta find this dog. And we came to the conclusion, because we were out there for so long,
we were out there for a while, and like the neighborhood's like not very big.
It's not small. Very big. It's brand new, so like there's not that many houses. So we came to the conclusion that if someone was missing their dog, they would be looking for him, and we'd see him.
We would have seen people like walking around. Yeah,
or we would have eventually found the dog, but we didn't find him.
We're gonna assume that he found his way home.
That he found his way home. Yeah,
that's how I'm gonna live.
Because we did search for a long time.
We did.
And then we even went to Foodland to get some fries for our burgers, and then our chicken burgers. I don't eat beef. But anyway, we went to Foodland. We did like a grocery shop, and then we were like, let's circle back and see.
Let's check one more time.
Check one more time, see if the dog's there, and we didn't see him. So
we did not see a doggy. No,
we're thinking that he found his owner.
We're gonna go with that.
We would have seen people like walking outside.
If there truly was a lost dog in the neighborhood, we would have seen
people would have been like a little bit more frantic, and there was like just people shoveling their driveways,
and also like just a whole bunch of people stuck in the road because there's so much snow.
Stuck in the snow.
Just truly what always happens the first I guess there was a big snowfall a couple weeks ago, but
it melted.
It melted pretty quick. So this is the first like big snowfall that's like stuck. So
yeah, and it's a lot. So
it is a lot. So yeah, that was our evening.
That was our evening. That was the beginning of the night.
It's always so, you never know what's gonna happen.
You never know.
Up in Old Barry.
Up in Old Barry. You never know.
You never know. Anyway, that's anything else?
No, nothing on my end.
No.
I think that's really it.
Nope.
Just we can get into it.
All right.
Today we're going to talk about Robert Johnson and the legend of his deal with the devil.
Okay.
So there's not a lot of information that we have about Robert Johnson, and there's actually a lot of misinformation out there when I was researching, just as a call out, but there's not a lot of information that we have about Robert Johnson in general, and his death certificate actually wasn't even found until 1967.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he passed away I'm just scrolling through my notes here. He passed away in 1938. So they didn't find his death certificate until 1967.
So it was quite missing for 30 years?
Yeah, for 30 years. And that's where historians learned about who his mother was and who his father actually was. And just to know, for those of you who don't know who Robert Johnson is,
because I don't.
He is like a incredible blues artist. He's who made like blues really big, and he even set like with his music some of the foundations for like rock and roll, like as we know it. Like he's just a very like influential musician. So anyway, Robert, we're going to talk about like his early life, and then I'll get into the legend a little bit, and some other stuff later. So Robert Johnson was born Robert Dodds, and he was born in Hazelhurst, Mississippi in 1911.
Okay.
His mother was Julia Dodds, and his father was Noah Johnson. Julia Dodds was married to Charles Dodds, who was a wealthy carpenter and farmer, and he was actually forced to escape to Memphis at the time because of a lynch mob. Yeah, it's very, very, very sad. Julia was left, and she was left with basically nothing once Charles left. And she ended up having an affair with Noah Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Who is Robert Johnson's father.
Yeah,
his biological father. And much of Robert's early life was plagued with instability, and they moved from so him and his mom moved from city to city until Julia remarried, and his stepfather was a sharecropper.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what sharecropping is?
No.
That's fair, because I
said like, oh, okay, like I know.
I looked it up because I like had no idea. So like when they said it, I actually watched a really good Netflix documentary, which is where I got a lot of my research, because there is so much like contravening like stuff online. So I watched the documentary and I was like, okay, this is like really interesting, and it also provides like actual like factual evidence,
right?
But yeah, so I had to look it up because I didn't know what it is. But sharecropping is where families would work land owned by someone else. So they would do all the manual labor, all the plowing, all the planting, all the harvesting of the land, and in return they would receive a small portion of the crops. So the landowner would take a larger portion of the crops as payment, and in many cases the landowner would provide seeds, tools, or a place to live, but this would come at an additional cost that was deducted from the family share.
So they got crops rather than like money?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And I'll get into this like a little bit further. So after the Civil War, sharecropping became a widespread arrangement across particularly the southern states. While it replaced the plantation system, it often left formerly enslaved people and poor farmers economically dependent and unable to gain real financial freedom. This system created a constant struggle to break even, and it often kept poor African American families trapped in debt. Yeah. So after the Civil War, sharecropping became a widespread arrangement across, particularly, as I mentioned, the southern states.
Yeah.
So allegedly, Robert's stepfather would beat Robert because he didn't want to work in the fields. He dreamed of a better life and he wanted to become a musician. Yeah. Also, have you heard any of his songs?
I probably have.
You definitely have, and like, I feel. They're so famous.
I did take, in university, I took like a history of music course, and there's no way we didn't go over him.
You must have. Yeah. Although I do low-key feel, I also took a music history course in like my classical program, and it was all like Gregorian chants, but I don't know. I don't know if it was the same for you.
No, there was no Gregorian chants in my
thank God
history of music class. I think it was like history of music from like modern the turn of the century to now. Yeah, not like
Gregorian chant.
No. I can't recall that being in there,
and they all sound the same as well, but
I feel like I remember you bringing that up in our, was it the Small Family Haunting? It was
I can't remember. Yeah, when someone brought up Gregorian chant, I was like, holy hell.
The Warrens like played Gregorian chants to like taunt the spirit, and you were like,
I mean, makes sense.
You know about that.
When my music history class.
No, that was
worst exam of my life, but anyway.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a nightmare.
I'll play some of his music for you after. You'll love it. Okay, so he first learned to play the harp and then the harmonica, and eventually turning his attention to the guitar. And interestingly, he was not a great musician. He was described as being noisy at best.
So it wasn't like a natural talent.
He was bad.
Yeah.
And that's noisy at best is a direct quote.
Okay.
So originally he was not
very good.
Yeah. So despite this, he went on the road in his 20s, and he would play basically anywhere that would let him play. And in 1929, Robert fell in love and married 16-year-old Virginia Travis. Okay. They moved to a plantation, and when Virginia was about 8.5 months pregnant, she went to stay with her grandmother to give birth. And while she was away, Robert began playing again and started visiting some of these old spots that he used to play at. And then unfortunately, while he was like on the road visiting his spots, tragically, both Virginia and their baby died during childbirth.
During childbirth. Yeah. That's
sad. And that happened in April 1930.
Okay.
This left Robert devastated, obviously. And by the time Robert actually like got to them, they were already buried. So he
like didn't even get to like say goodbye. Yeah, that's sad.
And allegedly, Virginia's family blamed Robert for her death because he was playing blues music, which at the time was considered the devil's music.
I was gonna say, I'm like, how he wasn't even there? How was it his fault?
Yeah, it's because he was playing the devil's music.
This is something to do with the devil.
Yep. Well, the time period too. I mean. Yeah. After this tragedy, Robert was devastated and he disappeared for a year. And during that year, no one knew where he went. When he mysteriously came back, he was an amazing musician.
Interesting.
And everyone was like, how did you get so good?
What happened?
And how did you get this good that fast?
Yeah.
And this is kind of where the legend was born.
Okay.
So now I'll tell you about the legend. Okay. So legend has it that during this time, Robert went to the crossroads, met the devil, got down on his knees, and gave his guitar to the devil. The devil took Robert's guitar, he tuned it, and he said, once I give you this guitar back, your soul is mine. And Robert kind of played into this narrative. So some of his songs even include references to him walking alongside the devil. He even has a song called Crossroad, and in the lyrics of this song, he references himself as Bob, and he says, I went to the, and this is a quote from the lyrics. Yeah. He says, I went to the crossroad, fell down on my knees, asked the Lord above, have mercy now, save poor Bob, if you please. And then later in the song, he says, standing at the crossroad, baby rising, sun going down, I believe to my soul, now poor Bob is sinking down.
Ooh.
Yeah. And he had another song called Hellhound on My Trail, and another song called Me and the Devil Blues, where one of the lyrics is me and the devil walking side by side. And he also does have many references to hoodoo in his music, which is in African American folklore, hoodoo is like magic, basically. Right. So there also is like a supernatural quality to his voice. It's been described as eerie, and if you listen to it, which we will, it does. His voice does sound quite eerie, and it sounds like there's more than one person playing when it's just him. And in the documentary, they said that he had like really long fingers and he could do things that like people couldn't do.
Really?
Yeah, that people couldn't do on the guitar like at that time.
Yeah. Because of his
and
long
now
fingers?
people do it. Yeah. And now people do it, but like back
he
then,
was like the first.
It was, yeah, exactly.
It wasn't like a thing.
It was not a thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it sounds like it's not just him playing the guitar, but it is just him who's playing the guitar. So it's kind of wild. So during that time away, Robert's family actually alleges that he went back to his birthplace to find his father, Noah.
Oh, okay.
But he came across a man named Ike Zimmerman, who was a super talented guitarist. And according to he
maybe like worked with him.
Yeah.
That's how he was able to get so good in that
in such a short amount of time. According to the story, Ike Zimmerman and Robert would meet at Beauregard Cemetery, which was near Zimmerman's house. And Zimmerman would teach Robert in the cemetery. They would be like at a gravestone in the cemetery during midnight. And he said that was the best. So this is Zimmerman talking, but he said that was the best time to learn how to play the guitar because the spirits would teach you, like the ghosts would teach you.
Oh.
And he also said that like no one's there. Well, no one's there, and no one, not offended is not the right word, but no one would complain about how bad his playing was.
It's true. You're not like bothering anyone.
Yeah, you're not bothering anyone.
When you're playing in the middle of a cemetery at midnight.
Yeah, so.
Like you're assuming no one's alive.
Yeah.
No one alive.
I mean, you might offend some ghosts by your horrific playing, but you know.
They're dead. What are they going to do?
Exactly. So over the next year, Robert devoted himself entirely to perfecting his skills. And when he returned, he stunned audiences because he just got so good in such a short amount of time. The raw talent and emotion Johnson poured into the blues quickly made him a sensation across the Delta, which is like an area in the Mississippi. And as he traveled from juke joint to juke joint, he met a woman named Virgie Kane.
Okay.
And Virgie Kane was raised in a really strict religious household, and her family rejected the relationship between Robert because the blues was considered the devil's music. Exactly. Yeah. And when Virgie became pregnant, her family forbid any connection between her and Robert. And Robert did actually come back to visit his son and to give him money, but the family still rejected him, and they were like, absolutely not. You're still playing that devil's music. So, heck no. So heartbroken by this, Johnson threw himself into a life of whiskey, women, and music with relentless intensity.
Yeah.
And in his short career, he recorded only 29 songs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But these songs ended up defining like what blues became to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. In August 1938, Johnson died near Greenwood, Mississippi. His exact cause of death is unknown, but family members and research suggest a darker possibility. That his whiskey was poisoned. Yep.
He was murdered?
He was murdered. Oh. That's the suggestion. At a bar called Three Forks, which was located in Banks, Mississippi. After rumors surfaced of an affair with one of the owner's wives. As the story goes, Robert ordered a bottle of whiskey and the seal was broken. Another man attempted to slapped the bottle out of his hand, allegedly, and told him that the seal was broken and that he shouldn't drink it. But he said that you shouldn't slap the bottle out of my hand. It was like $7, which obviously a lot back then.
Yeah.
And he decided to drink it anyway. And it took him 2 to 3 days, so a very long time to pass away. And according to the documentary, he was howling like a wolf in pain.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's very, very sad. And the man who gave him the whiskey was never looked into. And people didn't push any further because he played the devil's music and because the legend was so ingrained with his music. And
people are like, oh, the devil came to get him.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, I think someone literally murdered him. How about we look into that?
Yep. Okay. Fair. And
so what year was that?
This was in 1938.
So how old was he? He would have been like relatively young.
I thought I mentioned that, but I guess I didn't. He was only 27 years old.
27.
So when he made his alleged deal with the devil, it only lasted for 8 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. Because, do people consider him part of the 27 Club?
I've never heard of that.
You've never heard of the 27 Club?
I've never heard of the 27 Club.
That's why I was like, 27. It's like a thing where a lot of famous musicians have died at the age of 27.
I mean,
here,
wild. I've literally never heard of that before, but that's crazy. Sorry if everyone can hear my drink fizzing in the microphone.
This is from the official Wikipedia page.
A reputable source.
Yeah. The 27 Club is an informal list consisting mostly of popular musicians and other celebrities who died at age 27.
Wait, who's on it? I mean, obviously Robert Johnson, but who else?
Literally the first one, Robert Johnson.
See?
Brian Jones.
I don't know who that is.
He was a Rolling Stones co-founder. Oh. Jimi Hendrix.
Oh.
Janis Joplin.
Oh.
Jim Morrison.
Don't know who that is.
Jim Morrison. He was the singer of The Doors.
Oh.
Kurt Cobain.
Yep.
Amy Winehouse.
Oh my God. Wow, that's so...
Yeah. Jean-Michel Basquiat. I don't know if I've heard of him. Anton Yelchin. The other people I don't really recognize. Yeah, but there's like a lot. I think there's more than that.
Wow. That is...
Mac Miller.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's just like a lot. Like obviously so much so that there's literally a thing called the 27 Club.
Well, that did not come up when I Googled.
That's interesting that he seems to be like the first person that they consider to be part of that. So yeah, it's interesting that didn't come up.
I mean, in the timeline though, like he died in like 19,
it was like way before any of the other people.
38. So it was way before everybody else. Yeah, that is spooky and interesting. But yeah, this is why like we will listen to his songs after, and I'm sure that you'll be like, yes, I know all these. once you hear them because they are like very, very, very well known. But the lyrics are and his voice is extremely eerie, but the lyrics also are very interesting. Like, even in the Hellhound on My Trail, like he talks about like hot powder, which at the door, which is like basically like when hellhounds are coming like to get you. And like basically, and this is in the documentary, but basically like hoodoo, and like he talks a lot about like African folklore and magic, like how it was used to like kind of give people like hope that there was like something out there that could help them, because it was just like such an awful time to live through. But I feel like too, when you like sell your soul, hypothetically, like,
hypothetically, you're selling your soul.
Hypothetically, okay. You're selling your soul. You make that deal, you're like, I'm down. Make me a celebrity or make me rich. And like, you're not necessarily thinking about like, oh, well, this is how I'm going to feel when I'm a celebrity. You just know that like you want, like, you know, you're going to feel like a certain type of way, but you're not really, I guess, looking at probably the negatives.
I don't think people do think about it like that.
Like if you're selling
like, I
your
just
soul,
want to be rich and famous. But then I feel like there's also a lot of like
negative that comes with it. Or it's like you're not looking at like all sides of it. Like let's say you're like, oh, I want to sell my soul to be beautiful. Okay, you can be the most beautiful person in the world, but like if you don't think you're beautiful, then it doesn't even matter. Why'd you sell your soul? Yeah. Right? It's pointless.
You did it for no reason.
You should have done it for
money. Sorry.
You should have done it for money.
Because then at least you got the money.
Because then at least it's tangible.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. A tangible
and you should have set some parameters. Like, you can collect my soul when I'm 95.
No, I don't know if I want to get that old. 80.
I kind of want to do.
95?
Why not? Why not?
80. I think Matt always says, he's like, I'm going to make it to 80 and then you can shoot me. And I'm like,
what? No, you guys.
He's very morbid.
I'm going to do so much shit when I'm 80. Like
80, yeah, but 95?
I'm still going to do things when I'm 95.
Just me and you in our retirement home. Just back in my day, I had a podcast.
No, we're going to be ripping shots. And we're gonna be owning those, like when they have those dance classes. We're gonna be like
jazzercise.
Be like, this is how we did in our day. And we're gonna be like, want to listen to our first podcast episode from 2025.
I used to be young and spry. Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's our future.
That's a funny thought, though.
In Sandhill Cranes.
Throwing it back to Sandhill Cranes.
It back.
It's a funny thought, thinking like we could potentially be like 90 years old and listen back to these episodes.
We could.
That's kind of wild to think about.
We totally
that is crazy.
Could.
Anyway.
Anyway,
yeah,
so
that's an interesting story, and I feel like I definitely, when you play the music, I'll be like, okay, yeah, I think I'll come back. But
also interesting, and it's probably because of the time period, but there's only 2 known photographs of him that have ever existed. Just two.
Interesting.
I'm gonna now show you the 2 photographs.
Yes, show me the photos,
and then
you can play the songs for me after, because we can't put those on the podcast. Sorry, people.
Yeah, no.
You're gonna have to look it up on your own. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
We'll get sued.
You should look up Crossroads and Hellhound on My Trail.
Ooh. Yeah, I've 1000% seen that photo before.
You 100% have.
Yeah, we definitely learned about him in my music.
There's no way
class.
you didn't. Like,
no,
he's shaped like rock and roll. Like, there's no way you haven't seen it.
I definitely would have.
And look at how long his fingers are.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So see, I told you. They said in the document. Also, the Netflix documentary is really good.
What's it called?
It's called. We'll list it in the show notes because I don't remember right now. It's called like Crossroad. Let me see. It's called Remastered Devil at the Crossroads.
I feel like I've seen that like on Netflix.
Okay, I'm gonna do the conclusion now. A life marked by hardship, heartbreak, and mystery gave birth to a sound that continues to resonate a century later. Whether you believe the tales of Crossroad deals with the devil or see him simply as a genius shaped by his circumstances, his influence is undeniable. Johnson didn't just play the blues, he became its shadow, its soul, and its legend. I can't believe Murph has been... Also, before we end, Murph has been literally under our recording bed.
Recording bed
for this entire time.
He's been good boy.
He's been good boy. He's so quiet. He's my little baby.
He just wanted to be part of the Why do you have to pet kids?
It's because we bathed him, and he literally...
Yeah, we did.
Liz wrapped him in a blanket, and she was like, my little babushka. Babushka. And he was just, like, staring at her, and he was like, hi, I love you.
He was all, like, curled up.
He was
and,
all
like...
cozy.
Yeah. I love that.
Little Murphaloo.
If you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing or following us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and leaving us a 5-star review. You can also follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Haunted Hangout Podcast. And if you have a spooky story that you'd like to share, you can email it to hauntedhangoutpodcast13@gmail.com.
Thanks for tuning in to Haunted Hangout. As always, stay curious. And next time you're at the crossroads,
Run away.
Maybe don't sell your soul.
Yeah, run away, run the other way. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.